Hola, hoy día veremos el simple present, affirmative, negative and interrogative sentences, oraciones afirmativas, negativas e interrogativas. Veamos el primer ejemplo. Cook dinner. Patrick cooks dinner in his house. He doesn't cook dinner in his house. Para negar el verbo decimos doesn't y la S de cooks desaparece. Es decir, la S solo se utiliza en afirmativo. Veamos cómo hacemos una pregunta. Desaparece la S, he cooked dinner in his house. Aumentamos does y concluimos con un signo de interrogación. Veamos otro ejemplo. Do exercise. Affirmative. My friends do exercise every morning. Negative. They don't do exercise in the afternoon. They don't. And question. ¿Cómo hacemos la pregunta? Do they do exercise in a gym? And that's all. Next. She. Alina does exercise at home. En este caso, does, do, es el verbo. Negative. She doesn't do exercise in the gym. El primer doesn't es la negación y el do es el verbo. Question. Does she do exercise alone? Yeah, son tres pasos. Does, number one. She do exercise alone, number two. And number three, interrogative question mark. Do homework. Do homework. Patty does homework in the evening. Negative. Ya adivinaste. Patty doesn't. She doesn't do homework in the morning. Question. Does, number one. She do homework in the afternoon, number two. And question mark at the end. Yeah. Let's continue. Drink water. My sister drinks water 3 times a day. She doesn't drink coffee. Does she drink coffee? Ya, notemos que el verbo no cambia en las oraciones negativas e interrogativas. Let's continue. Do housework. My mom does housework every day. Negative. ¿Adivina? Yeah. My mom or she doesn't do housework on the weekend. And question. Does she do housework every day? Perfecto, ya lo estás captando. Eat fast food is they, my cousins, mis primas. So let's go. My cousins eat fast food once a month. Una vez al mes. Once a month. They don't eat fast food once a week. Question. Do they eat fast food? Go to the movies. My friends go to the movies once a month. Negative. My friends is they. They don't go to the movies once a week. Questions. Do. Do they go to the movies on Friday? Let's go. Please, to summarize, para resumir. I, we, you, they work very hard. He, she, it works very hard. Le aumento la S para he, she, it. Negative. I, we, you, they don't work very hard. He, she, it doesn't work very hard. La negación para I, we, you, they es don't. He, she, it doesn't. El verbo permanece igual en ambos casos. Question. Do I work very hard? Do we work very hard? Do you work very hard? Do they work very hard? Does he work very hard? Does she work very hard? Does it work very hard? Yes, notice. Notemos que de igual manera el verbo permanece sin cambios en las preguntas. Your turn. Now it's your turn to make sentences. Ahora tú tienes que hacer las oraciones. Trata de hacerlo mentalmente. Si no, puedes coger un papel y anotar. Vas a ver una imagen. Mejor te lo explicamos. Aquí. Esta es la imagen que se te va a presentar. Primero se te va a presentar las personas implicadas, Anna and Lou, y el verbo have children. Luego se te va a presentar el complemento para la oración afirmativa, to children, la negativa, for children, y la interrogativa, a pet. Y finalmente, tú tienes que decir las oraciones. Anna and Lou have two children. ¿Por qué? Anna and Lou son las personas. Para afirmativo es two children. Negativo. They don't have four children. Mira, negativo, four children. Do they have a pet? Y interrogativo, a pet. Vamos a volver a repetir este ejercicio, pero esta vez es tu turno. Anna and Lou have two children. Trata de hacerlo mentalmente. Veamos el siguiente ejemplo. My wife and I. El verbo es like animals. Para el afirmativo, animals, negative, children, and question, plants. Affirmative. Negative. Interrogative. Siguiente ejemplo. Well, please. The subject is my sister. The verb, listen to music. Affirmative, in the street. Negative, in the bus. Interrogative, in the school. Affirmative. Negative. Question. Let's continue. Next example. Subject, my sister and his husband. My sister and her husband, su esposo. Verb, live in an apartment. Affirmative, in an apartment. Negative, in a house. Question, big city. Yeah. Ready? Ready? ¿Listo? Affirmative. Negative. And finally, question. Next example. My brother is the subject. The verb is play tennis. Affirmative, twice a week. Negative, on weekdays. And question, on Friday. Let's go. Affirmative sentence. Now, the negative sentence. And now, the question or the interrogative sentence. Let's go to the next example. Álvaro is the subject. Play the guitar is the verb. For the affirmative, you have to use every day. For the negative, the violin. And for the question, the piano. Let's go. Affirmative. Negative. And question. Let's go to the next example. Subject, I. The subject is I. The verb, read the newspaper. Affirmative, on Saturday. Negative, every Sunday. Question, on Sunday. Ready? Affirmative sentence. Negative sentence. And now interrogative sentence or question. Let's go to the next example. Well, subject, again, I. Verb, say sorry. Affirmative, when I make a mistake. Negative, when she makes a mistake. Question, frequently. I make a mistake. Yo hago o cometo un error. She makes a mistake. Ella hace o comete un error. Let's go. Well, please. Ready? Affirmative sentence. Now, negative sentence. And finally, the question or the interrogative sentence. Okay, let's continue. Subject of the sentence, my friends and I. Verb, speak German. Affirmative sentence, every afternoon. Negative, in class. Question or interrogative, on the weekend. Ready? Well, please. Now, affirmative sentence. Sorry. Now, negative sentence. And finally, interrogative sentence or question. Perfect. Now let's go to the next exercise. Well, the subject of the sentence is Susana. The verb, study economics. The affirmative is economics. The negative, medicine. And the question, from Monday to Friday. Are you ready? Let's go. Affirmative sentence. Well, this is the affirmative sentence. Now, negative sentence. And finally, the question or interrogative sentence. let's continue with our next example. Here, pay attention, presta atención. It's raining, está lloviendo. It's cloudy, está nublado. It's sunny, está soleando o es soleado. Take an umbrella. The subject of the sentence is my dad. Let's go. The subject, my dad. The verb, take an umbrella. Affirmative, when it is raining. Negative, when it is cloudy. And question, when it is sunny. Are you ready? Affirmative sentence. Now, let's go to the negative sentence. And finally, the question. Well, let's continue with our exercises. Subject of the sentence, I. The subject is I. Well, the verb, want a new car. Affirmative, a new car. Negative, a second-hand car. Question, a small or big car? So, ready? Affirmative sentence. Yes. Now, negative sentence. And finally, the question or interrogative sentence. Perfect. Let's continue. My wife and I is the subject of the sentence. Watch TV is the verb. The complements are, for the affirmative sentence, in the evening, for the negative, in the afternoon, and for the question, every day. Well, are you ready for the affirmative sentence? Well, please, let's go. Let's go to the negative. And finally, let's go to the question. Well, let's continue, please. Let's continue with the next exercise. My cousin Carla. Notice the pronunciation. Cousin, mi prima. My cousin Carla. Affirmative, glasses. Negative, sunglasses. Question, every day. Yeah. Well, please, let's go to the affirmative sentence. Now, the negative sentence. And finally, the question. Let's go to the next exercise. Well, my sister. My sister is the subject. Work in an office is the verb. Yeah. The complement is, for the affirmative, in an office. For the negative, in a school. For the question, in the evening. Let's go. Affirmative. Now, the negative. And finally, the question. Well, that's all. It's the end of our lesson today. Thank you.